What's up, guys? It's me, Spectrar here in another video in Wayward Terran Frontier. This one's a little different. I'm more going to be talking about what is happening with the game currently. Now, some of you may have come into this game not knowing what the devs are up to and may still not know what the devs are up to. And I'm going to kind of fill you in on some of that with this, and fill maybe some of you in that do keep up with the devs but haven't lately. I'm going to tell you what they're doing in their work to try to get it to version 1 or the release right after early access. So there's a nifty website called wtfrontier.com where they post what they're doing and updates and patch notes about updates that are like actual updates to the game. It's a really great place to kind of learn what they're doing and see what they're doing. You can also follow on Twitter, but most of the stuff that they post on Twitter is also on this website. So you can really follow both or just one. But let's talk about the road to version 1 that they're planning. Now, right now the game is actually in a pretty good state. It's still fun. There's a lot of stuff to do, but they do have lots of really good plans. So first, let's talk about how they're going to release those plans. And by the way, I'm going to leave a link in the description below that goes to all this information. I'm more just kind of going to give you a summary of it all. So first, they have a bunch of content right now, but some of the things don't fit in with each other. So right now they're trying to build up enough new content to where they can release the very first part of kind of the RPG aspect experience of the game. So the game, while kind of being open world, also kind of has a little bit of a linear progression in the sense of events happening. So you do one event and then another event is kind of triggered that you can go do, and so on and so forth. And so they're trying to create enough material to get that first kind of stage done. But as things progress, as they release new stuff, they don't want the old stuff to be broken and hence break your game save, making you having to start all over, because that's no fun. So what they're trying to do is give you enough stuff here at the beginning to where you'll want to start over again as this next update comes, kind of making it so that you're not just doing the exact same thing, having to restart the save. But because of that, after this next update, sequential updates will make it so you don't have to redo your save game, which is going to be really nice, because I was honestly getting a little sick and tired of that. So that's kind of the biggest thing, is the way they're releasing is after this first one, no more need to start over. Another thing they're planning on adding is new auras, which will have different effects to your ship, which is going to be really cool. Maybe affect the way combat happens, but they haven't released too much information about. But look forward to really cool new nano auras that will be happening. Next is changes to crew. There's going to be more crew members that you can hire, and they're going to be fairly unique. Their personalities are going to be unique. The kind of dialogue that they're going to have is going to be unique. Not all of that is really finished yet, but it's happening. Also, the auras that they will have will be very unique, and so that gives you the option to kind of build up your crew based on their auras to buff your ship, and will actually give you some really cool advantages based on what you're trying to do. So that's going to be a really kind of cool feature. New ships are also going to be coming. Now, they have some ships that they've been sitting on that they haven't released yet, but that's because they're having to do with that kind of event story progression that's going to kind of happen in the game. Also, they haven't released some because they have new modules in them that haven't been released. So, as updates happen, we'll also be getting new ships with new modules, which is going to be really cool and exciting. Instead of having to fight the same old ships, all the time. The next thing they're also working on is the RPG side of Wayward Terran Frontier Zero Falls. Now, there will be things that's kind of like a skill-based system that they're kind of working on, where you'll have talents and unlocking them as you go along, as you do stuff, as you progress in kind of the story that's kind of be there, and it will help you in ways that they haven't really talked about too much about, but they do go into a little bit of detail, and I'll let you read that if you really want to in the link below. Next is different challenges. Now, this kind of comes into the story aspect. And so they want each update to include something new for you to tackle that you haven't been able to tackle before. Maybe it's a giant battle that's going to have lots of ships in it that you go and try to intervene into. Maybe it's going to be one big ship that we're going to try to attack. We're not really sure, but they want these kind of things to be happening. That way you can kind of test your skills as a player and maybe test some of the designs that you have for your ships. I'm not 100% sure how all this is going to work out, but hopefully, and I'm sure it will, come into play very smoothly and with the mechanics already. But their plan is to have something like that for every update that happens. So that way, you're not just getting an update and say, oh, cool, that looks pretty, which is fun, you know, and allows you to test new things and different things. But they're also giving you kind of an objective to work towards for each new update, which is really cool. Other than that, that's kind of mostly the progression towards the version 1 that they want to do. I highly recommend trying to keep updated with the developers. I will leave a link to the main developer's YouTube channel where he releases stuff every once in a while. I'll leave a link and a link to this website where they release patch notes and things like this, where they kind of update you on things. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for the things that are coming. We don't know when this first main update is going to happen, where we're going to have to kind of start over. But rest assured that even if it does take a while, it's going to be packed with a lot of good stuff there at the beginning. And so I'm looking forward to it. And I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on it and what you think of their plans so far. So leave those in the comments below. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, click on the symbol in the top left. And if you want to see other videos of mine, click on the one in the top right. Other than that, I will see you guys next time. See ya!